Okay, we just made it to Tulum. We just got off the bus. I got myself a mango gelato for 45 pesos because we have about a 20-minute walk till we get to our hotel. And we are a little early, so hopefully they let us just keep our bags there because it's a lot earlier than check-in. It was pretty hot today, but the ADO bus was real nice. Good AC, super comfortable. Our bags were at the bottom. Okay, we just got some bikes from our hotel. So we're gonna bike to the beach. It's about maybe 15-minute bike ride, not too bad. I got this cute purple one. Hopefully people aren't driving crazy and run us over. Pros, we got free bikes from our hotel. Cons, the bike is trash and it's broken down on me twice in the last 15 minutes. And we're like riding on the side of like a major big busy road. Thankfully the chain messed up right where there was like a little offset, another road, but good lord. Good now? Okay, after what seems like it was probably a 45-minute bike ride, finally made it to the beaches of Tulum, and I'm gonna say I'm not that impressed. I think Playa del Carmen's beach is a lot cleaner. I mean, I understand like seaweed and kelp stuff is a big, you know, issue over here, and that's fine, but I mean, we're pretty much on the same, well, we're on the same coastline, and Playa del Carmen was a lot cleaner than this. Now, this area isn't that bad, but like over there is a lot more. So we had to like walk down the beach a little bit just to find a place that didn't have as much. And then like even the water itself isn't as clear. It's super sandy. So like it's just full of like the kelp seaweed stuff. So yeah, not really. I think this place is pretty overhyped so far. Also, in Playa you get really nice beaches, and the stays and, you know, accommodations are a lot cheaper. Like if you want to be anywhere near the beach, average starting price a night is over 200. It's about like 206, 220 I'd say is what I found for like the average night cost around here. We had to go like more towards the center of Tulum, and even that was like $80, $90 a night. But to get here by bike or you know, moped or whichever, by bike it was, I think it honestly took us about 35 minutes to drive or to bike over here. Next time we'll probably either rent a scooter or take a colectivo down to the beach, because it's just not worth it. It's pretty far. I mean, if you start like the first thing in the morning, then it'd be fine. But we started a little late, and we have to make sure we get back before sundown, because those roads at night, sketchy. I'm not driving, or I'm not riding on that, because even during the day people act like they're about to hit us. So I could only imagine if they actually couldn't see us at night. So we're gonna chill here for a little bit, and then we're gonna go and try to find something to eat. Yeah, we're just gonna relax for the rest of the night. See, so now we're walking towards our bikes and stuff, and this is the amount of seaweed that I'm talking about. Like, there's just so much. It was not like this in Playa del Carmen, or Cozumel, or Isla. This is the most I've seen so far. Okay, so we're gonna start heading back to our hotel now, or at least more inwards towards town, because the sun is starting to go down a little bit, and like I said, we're not trying to ride on those roads when it gets super dark. So okay, so we're headed to dinner right now. We got all nice, cute, and dressed up. We are going to a place called Canova's. It's an Italian restaurant. The guy at the front desk suggested it. He said it's one of his favorite places, so that's what we're gonna try right now. It's really dark outside, and hopefully it's not like super packed or anything, because we did not make a reservation, but it's not that far. And no, I'm not wearing my heels. I'm wearing my sandals because I didn't want to die and fall in these potholes. Oh, that's a huge chunk of ice in here. The alcohol is strong in this. It's like pure alcohol with sugar. This is pretty strong. It was 150 pesos. So, for the price, this is very good.
What's it called?
And this place is called Tulum, I think. Okay, so we stumbled across this place as we were walking back towards our hotel to try to find like a cool bar to get some margaritas. So this place is called Tulum, I think. It's right next to Canova and La Cuisine, which are some really cool restaurants. And La Cuisine was the one that we ate at earlier today. I always say you should check it out. They're playing really good music. It is pretty small, but it's really good vibes here. So we're loving it. But I don't know if I can handle this drink. I'm not gonna lie. So we just dropped our stuff off. So it's by weight, and ours was 97 pesos with both of our clothes combined. So that's not bad of a price. So it's a good way to pack lighter if you're doing one of these like long trips, and you can get clean clothes out of it. It does take a long time. It won't be ready until tomorrow at 7 p.m. But it's not too bad because we are in Tulum for 3 days, so it works out. Okay, we just got to Tulum Beach. We did take a taxi. He was asking for 400, and I think we dropped him down to 300. Still very overpriced to come here, so I don't know. It just seems like Tulum might be, because they know people will pay for it, and with all the tourists and whatnot. Oh no, thank you. It just seems a little bit more overpriced here. And I want to say, because a lot of videos we've seen, they're like, oh yeah, we stayed really close to the beach for only $50 a night, this is and that. I'm gonna tell you, those were COVID-19 prices, okay? Nothing is that price anymore at all. Nothing is that price anymore, because we stayed at the Selena in Isla Mujeres, and that was like $70 a night. And there was a video that I saw where a girl said no, she also stayed at the Selena because they're supposed to be a lot cheaper because it's a hostel mixed with a hotel. And she said she stayed here in Tulum at a Selena for only $50. Well, I looked at the Selena to stay during this week, and the cheapest one was $220 a night. So it definitely is not the same anymore. So when you're looking at YouTube videos, just kind of be mindful of when that was posted, because everything was like 50, 60, 70% cheaper during COVID times than it is right now. So just be mindful. Tulum is not really like the poor man's escape anymore. It's kind of more like catering to the, you know, 20% of people that like to be super bougie and spend almost $300 a night on a hotel. Okay, we caved and went to a beach club because we wanted to be in shade and didn't want to get freaking burned by the sun again. So we're at El Paraíso, so just like the Paradise Beach Club, for a table with an umbrella and these beds. It was only 300 pesos, so not too bad. I was expecting a lot more. And then drinks honestly don't seem too crazy either. $150 for a margarita, that seems pretty basic. And then the cokes are $50. Well, beers are 70, so I guess that's a little more than usual. Usually they're like 50 pesos, but not too bad here. So this is a little more on the budgeter side, and we get to relax and enjoy. And now we're just sipping and enjoying our drinks, relaxing. I got a pina colada for $1.50, and Russell got the tecate for 70 pesos. So not too bad. But this was really good. And this is my first time actually getting a pina colada. I did get the pina colada water at the one restaurant in Playa del Carmen in the morning for breakfast, but I've never actually gotten like the drink pina colada, so it's pretty good. Ooh, thank you. That is a lot. That's it. Yes, thank you. Okay guys, that was a really good meal. It's called the molcajete. It was for 2 people and I think it was 400 pesos. So it's pretty decent, good amount of food for the price, because if we ordered anything else, it pretty much would have been either the same or a little over depending on, you know, like the meal. But that was really good. I gave it 10 out of 10 for presentation and 9 out of 10 for taste. And this juice is really good too. That's just at the bottom. We've just been like scooping and eating it up. So yeah, I think the rest of the day we're just gonna like relax. We're still just like laying down on our little beds and we're just chilling. Look what we got. We got an ATV for the day and we're gonna go and ride onto Friiiieeennnns, where we're gonna do like a boat tour floating down the river. This seemed like the most fun, cheapest way to do this, so 1,300 pesos for the day. Definitely a lot cheaper than taxis. So we just got here and they told us that we can't ride ATVs through to get down. They said it's private and like we would have to park and then get a tour, which if that was the case we would have just gotten a tour from our hotel and not paid for an ATV to then pay to get a tour. So that's kind of weird. Also, I wish maybe our guy just told us that from the hotel, but maybe they didn't know, and I don't know if rules have like recently changed or something, because they told us we can just ride all the way down, but they're telling us otherwise. So now we have to talk and see how to get a tour. Okay, yeah, so definitely can't ride ATVs through here. There was literally a sign that said prohibited ATVs, pets, this, that. So I guess our hotel people weren't super up to date on things. Like everyone in scooters can ride through here, just not ATVs. But I mean, these roads are pretty crazy anyway, so I'd be pretty scared if we rode a scooter that way. But now it's about a 47-minute walk to where we're trying to go. So this should be fun. One thing I will say though, we have been getting so much exercise on this vacation, because all we did the first day, well, I mean, really, we walk everywhere. Like, yes, one day on the island we got a golf cart, okay. One day on Cozumel we had the scooters, but we walked like probably, I don't know, 5,000 steps a day, especially in Playa del Carmen. We walked a lot there, but almost like, I feel like nothing compares to here, because the first day we got bikes and the guy at the hotel said it was only really like 20 minutes maybe. Well, I think that was a 20-minute drive, because we biked like 45 minutes there and then back, and there was like uphill and everything, so that was definitely a workout. And then yesterday we walked a lot, but today we'll probably take the cake once again. So yeah, I don't think, no matter how much food we're literally eating on this trip, I think we are making up for it, because we are walking everywhere and sometimes even with like our luggage and stuff. And we walked, it was like 25 minutes I think to the hotel here in Tulum, but we had all of our luggage with us, so really it felt like it was an hour, because there was so much weight on my back. I was like dying. It was like a rucksack walk or something. So much freaking weight. Literally hopped out of this bag. So we were gonna hop out of this bag. Oh.
We're just chilling at the beach.
Yeah. So good news and bad news. Good news is a guy found us and let us go on the back of his truck, which was super nice because it was like probably gonna be another 30-minute walk. Bad news is we got to some people about the tour and they said the last boats have already left. So now we found a little path where there's some boats and water, so we're gonna see if maybe they will do the tour. Not really sure, but I would definitely say this is probably one of those things where you need to book a tour. Like, do not do this by yourself, and if you do, come really early in the morning because this is getting rough. So we talked to this guy and he said that because it is a little later in the day, they're only able to do the 2-hour tours, not the 4-hour tours right now. But with the 2-hour tours, you're not able to actually like float down the canal. That's only during the 4-hour tours. So that kind of sucks. But at least we're doing something.
All the lagoon shallow, half meter deep or 1 meter and a half. Now you see the one pelican.
Took us to. We saw some crocodiles, some fish so far. This is like a really relaxing boat ride. I was kind of falling asleep with the wind just like blowing on my face. It was very relaxing. So for this tour, it was 1,000 pesos per person, which is only $50 US. But that's what the price that we saw for the actual 4-hour tour, not the 2-hour one. So it seems like either because right now maybe it's just busy time for tourists in February, or companies are bumping their prices back up again because they lost so much money during COVID, really in 2020 and 2021. At 2022, they're really like going for it all. So just be mindful of that. Oh, it's nice.
Those were the actual beach.
Now that we cooled off on this private little beach for a little bit, we're gonna go back on the boat and start heading back towards hopefully finding a ride back to the entrance, because I really don't want to walk all that way. Okay, now we're done with the river tour. It wasn't what we were hoping to do with floating down the canal, but it was still really nice and relaxing. Our tour guide, he was super nice. Honestly, I do not remember his name right now. Not at all, but he was really cool. And we were hoping that we could probably catch a ride back with him, but he only rides a scooter, so that was impossible. So now hopefully we can hitch a ride back. If not, it is just a nice little 50-minute walk. Hopefully we just don't get burned or attacked by an animal, because there are signs of some type of, like, I don't know, leopard. I don't think it's a leopard, but some type of cat, I guess, is around here. So stay tuned to see if we get mauled. We literally had no luck hitching a ride. The few cars that did pass, it was either they were full or they were zooming so fast that there was no room to even like catch eye contact, or there were some people that were completely avoiding eye contact with us. All in all, so I hate them, but it's okay, guys. 50 minutes later and we made it to the front and we're still alive. We did not get eaten by a bobcat or a jaguar or a lion or anything like that. So very happy, very, very happy. Now we're gonna go back on our ATVs, go around Tulum. I really am craving like a nice smoothie bowl or something because it's hot. I'm dehydrated. Oy. Safe and sound. Hopefully today it's ready. Bag secured. One thing to mention, so we bought a 2-pack of these little locks at Walmart. I highly suggest getting them for your luggage, just so, I mean, you know, there's no harm, no foul. You know that your stuff is pretty secure and safe while you're gone all day, especially when you're like just leaving it pretty early before check-in and we kind of just like put it off to the side. You just never know. So it's always better to be safe than sorry. So these are only probably like $6 for a 2-pack at Walmart. So definitely go get one.